active status. How to stay active if you are on the red plan, and how to stay active if you are on the blue plan. So on the red plan, it is very simple. Red, to stay active, you need to buy 30 SV or buy, can't spell, that's okay, buy and resell 30 SV from your inventory. Now, what does that mean? Let's talk about the red plan. The easiest way, guys, the 30 SV is to be on a loyalty membership. That's the easiest. Now, what does buy and resell? So 30 SV could be, you could buy a Helo that is 60 or 100 SV. So you bought a Helo for, let's say, 60 SV. Guess what? That's more than 30, right? So you buy it and you resell it. So this is what I mean buy and resell. But you got to do it in that period. You can't buy it and you're active for that period, right? And then you resell it 3 periods from now. You're not active in that third period. So whenever you buy for yourself or buy to resell, in that period or cycle, you are active for 30 days. So the simplest way to do it, guys, be on loyalty membership. Just be on loyalty membership and you are set on the red plan. You are active. Now, what about the blue plan? All right. So the blue plan, to be active, you need to sell 30 SV to reset or to reset your 30 days. So every time you sell 30 SV, you get extended a further 30 days. So let's say this is the month of August. Okay? This is day number 1, day number 15. This is day number 31. Okay? Does August have 30 or 31 days? Let's say 31. So this is you. Let's say on the 1st, you sign up Bob. Bob comes in with a premium pack, and that's 750 points depending on where you are. So let's say 750 SV. Is that greater than 30? Yes. So now from August 1st for the next 30 days, you are active. So the best thing to do, guys, is log into your back office, click on business and see your active status. It'll tell you how long you're active for, right? Now, let's say on the 15th, you had Sally who joined last month. Bob is someone you personally introduced. Sally is someone you personally introduced. Sally buys her loyalty membership. Is it greater than 30? Yes. So guess what? You are extended for 30 days because Bob bought a pack. But on the 15th of August, Sally, she bought her loyalty membership again. Guess what? Now you extend it from the 15th for another 30 days. So guess what happens? On the, let's say the last day of the month, you have Peter who said, I'm going to buy an Infolio. Let's say the Infolio, I'm not sure how many SV it is, but I know the Infolio is greater than 30 SV. Guess what? Now you're extended from the 31st to another 30 days. But guess what? Come back to the 1st of September. Bob now is on loyalty membership. Loyalty membership more than 30. Guess what? You here had 30 days more on the last day, but on the 1st of the month, you had someone else, so now you extend another 30. Then Sally comes in without loyalty on the 15th, you extend it for another 30. So all it means is when your frontline, what is your frontline or what is your first generation? So you sponsored Chad, I'm your first generation, congratulations. You sponsored Natita, she's your first generation. You sponsored Nat, he's your first generation. So the people that you personally introduced to the business, that you put the sponsor ID as you, they're your first generation. So the people I introduce is your second. To stay active on the blue plan is based on that first generation purchasing over 30 points to extend an extra 30 days. Purchasing means they could come in for the first time, get a brand new purchase, or their second, third, fourth order, which could be the loyalty membership or not. So here's the blue plan, how to stay active, and the red plan is to buy and resell at the same time, or just to buy for yourself. So the simple thing to do, the minimum, let's say you just have one person on your front line that sallies on loyalty membership, then you're pretty safe. But to be extra safe, obviously, the more people you have in the front line, your 30 days keep on extending. So that is the active status that we're talking about. I'll talk about carry forward in a second, but the loyalty membership, guys, is amazing. You just need 30 points to stay active. Obviously, 30 points, the best way to get 30 points is the loyalty membership. I'm not really going to go through what the loyalty membership is today, but I want to share with you one of the biggest benefits about World Global Network is the retention rate in direct sales and network marketing is around 8 to 12% in most companies. In World Global Network right now, our loyalty membership is at 74%. The last I was told, it was 74%, which is huge. And it is seasoned professional. Guess what? 74% is crazy. I mean, back in the day, if we had 20%, that would be great. But over here, it is 74%. So the loyalty membership, guys, I want to make it very clear. Do not combine the fact that the loyalty membership is just to stay active. The loyalty membership gives you the pro plan, for those users, to give you the protection plan. After you're a loyalty member for 3 months, the protection plan kicks in. Gives you that 75 loyalty points for every $59 you put in. So I want you to put this in your mind. You may say, why am I paying for a loyalty member now? My product is coming next week, or my product comes in 2 weeks. Well, the loyalty membership gives you that whole host of benefits, just not the active status. So keep that in mind. You may say like, well, you know what? I've been on holiday for 2 months. My product, I have not touched it yet. Why have I paid loyalty membership for 2 months? It's because you get the other things like the protection plan, like the 75 points. So every time you're a loyalty membership, you have the points there. So the loyalty membership is the best way to stay active. And going back to what active gives you, all right? I need to go back to what active gives you. So active gives you the ability, when you are active, in the blue and red plan, okay, gotta change pins. If you're active in the blue and red plan, it just means it gives you the ability to keep current generated volume, so team volume commission. So the current volume that's generated in this period. So for example, period number 200, okay? Your left leg has 10,000. Your right leg has 25,000. Then the carry forward on the left leg is 0 because you got paid out commissions. And on the right leg, because remember, it's the matching, you got a minus 10,000. So the leftovers 15,000. So your carry forward is 15,000 on the right leg. So what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is that when period 201 starts, guess what? You have already 15,000 team volume commission right there, ready for you to bring on. So let's say 201 did the same volume. So 201 did 10,000 and 25,000, the same volume. Guess what happens? The total here is 25, 30, 40,000. Right? That's your total. So look at the lesser leg. This is it. So you get paid out commissions on this. You minus 10,000 here. Now your carry forward is 30,000. So if you look over here, 30,000. So period, guess what? Period 202, sorry. On the left leg is the new volume, and your right leg, you already have 30,000 there. So this is how we do carry forward. If you are active, you keep the current volume and you don't lose carry forward volume. So if you are not active, how do you become not active? On the blue plan, your first 30 days you are active on the blue plan. Your first 30 days you're active on the blue plan. And within that 30 days, if you sell 30 SV or more, you get extended, right? What I talked about before. On the red plan, because when you came in, you bought a product, right? When you bought products, you're active for 30 days. So on the red plan, once you buy a product and you're in loyalty membership, you're pretty good. On the blue plan, once you sell 30 SV, first 30 days you're active, and then within those 30 days before the end of it, you got to sell 30. So if you're not active, what happens is if you're not active, you do not keep the current volume, and you lose 10% of the carry forward. So let's say 201, you are not active. 201, you're not active, guess what? Obviously, if you're not active, you don't get paid. You got to be active to get paid. So the volume created in 201 was this. This was the actual volume created, right? No, sorry, that's not the actual one. The actual volume created was 10,000, 25,000. Guess what? You don't get paid because you're not active. And your carry forward, which you have, you minus 10%. You minus 10% of that. So 10% of 15,000 is 1,005, which makes this 15 minus 1,005 equals 1,350. So guess what? In 202, you have 13,500 carry forward. Now, let me do the numbers again. If you're not active in 201, the volume created of 10,000 left and 25,000, right? You're not paid because you're not active. Also, because you're not paid, it gets what we call flush. Flush means it gets erased, all right? Flush means get erased. So 10,000, 25,000, don't get paid, get erased. And your carry forward from the cycle before when you were active, you lose 10%. So 10%, 15,000 was carry forward, 10% becomes 1,350. So 202 is 1,350, and let's say you are active 202, and the new volume that's created left and right, you keep, and you get paid, and that's your carry forward there. So it's very important, guys, you always stay active. Now, one very important rule. In the blue plan, okay, I repeat, in the blue plan, you need, when you sign the CRP on the blue plan, you're active for 30 days. All right, you're active for 30 days. To remain accumulating carry forward, you need to sell. Same with the red. Now, there's one little rule which I love. It is called the rule of becoming a team builder within 10 cycles for you to continue accumulating carry forward. So, if you join in period 200, okay, let's draw it over here, right, guys? So, in period 200, all right, team builder, you're not a team builder, you get carry forward, So, let's say you have your left leg and your right leg. So let's say your left leg, let's say you're on the right leg of your sponsor. So your right leg is your team leg. So let's say the volume is 0 and 100, right? Because how can this be a point? If this is a point, you're probably a team builder, right? So let's say 201, you're not a team builder. Now the volume went up again, let's say another 100. Let's just use an example. Every period for this example, there's 100 points generated on your team leg. Generally it's more, but let's just say 100. So now your carry forward is 200. So right leg carry forward. So 202, not a team builder, no volume, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 202, 203, all the way to 209. You have 1,000. Now, 209 is your 10th cycle. Remember, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209. Okay, because you have to include the first period, which is 200. Within those 10 periods or cycle, you need to become a team builder. If you're not, in the first 10, you keep the 10,000. Okay, if you're not active. So let's say period 210. That is your 11th period. If you're not a team builder, but you are active, okay, remember, At any time here, if you're not active, you don't keep the current volume, but you can, and you lose 10%. At any of this 200 to 209, if you're not active, you don't keep the current period, and you lose 10%. So for example, at 203, if I'm not active, I don't get the extra 100, so my carry forward 300, and you lose 10%, which is 30. So guess what? In 204, you have 270. You get it? 270. So that's it. But let's say you're active. No matter what, you are active. At 2010, if you're active, guess what? You don't get extra carry forward. You don't get any accumulated volume in 210. But at the same time, you don't lose the volume. So after 10 periods, whatever you accumulate and carry forward, that's all you get until you become a team builder. Now, what is a team builder, guys? It means that you brought in 2 team members left and right, which is very simple. Guys, all I have to say is, if you follow our system, our 557 system, you don't have to worry about all these little intricacies. You don't have to worry about all these little rules. If you just go out there and do the easy work, the necessary work, you don't have to worry about all these little tricksters. You don't have to worry about the commission caps. You don't have to worry about all that. But because this is a compliant video, I need to tell you the rules so you know. So, guys, after 10 periods, become a team builder. You don't have to worry about this, but here's the rule. After 10 periods, guess what? You don't accumulate more carry forward if you're active. If you're not active, you lose the current cycle period volume, and you lose 10% of carry forward. So guys, to make it simple, just become a team builder. And in the 557, we say become a team builder within 48 hours. The company gives you 10 periods. 10 periods is, if it's weekly, it's 2.5 months. We have some bonus cycles, which I'll talk to you in a second, some bonus periods where we might extend a period for 2 weeks. Now, so that's that, guys. This is for the active status.